Last time on the Nonsense Podcast.
Because that's the only I watch Fresh Prince for the comedy. If I wanted depression, I watch Good Times.
This also isn't
Yeah, I said it. If I wanted to be depressed, I'll watch Good Times.
You're not wrong. I just hate that you said it.
Okay. If I want, family structure, I watch Family Matters. I don't need one show to cram all of that shit in me at once. Like, comedy was Fresh Prince. I've had one sponsorship. I've been sponsored by RK9. So shout outs to RK9 once again, as always, man. Dog, if you need dog training, get some dog training. And if you want the best, get the best.
Sure.
But between that and then my secondary,
Deets and Watson. These nuts are meat nuts. Meat nuts.
One quote I heard like last week that really stuck with me is, you can't wait for the bad times to be over to decide to be happy.
Nope. Not at all.
So
that's not how that show works.
So I'm trying to stream more. I'm trying to definitely. Happiness is on the docket, but maybe more so is just like peace.
It's a good place to start. It's a damn good place to start.
Peace. You don't appreciate peace until you live amongst turbulence. A turbulent life. Fuck. That shit hard.
Yeah. But I think the biggest thing is, and I think what I've learned over time, is peace means something different per person.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know how to find their own peace. They search for peace based on what other motherfuckers tell them what peace is. My peace comes simple, man. Silence. It's actual silence. And motherfuckers don't understand, like, that is a new level of peace that nobody can understand. Some people find peace in yoga. Some people find peace in gaming and all that other shit. I'm just like, 15 minutes of silence a day, dude. That does a lot. And I've told people that shit, man. And I said that on the podcast, and I did it on the podcast episode, deadass. Sit in silence for 60 seconds and learn how long a minute is. Like, truly learn how long 1 minute is. And then tell me you ain't got time to do some shit. Yeah. You have time. There's a plethora of time. You just have to learn how to use it properly.
Prioritize.
That's all.
And now you are listening to Nonsense.
Anyway, welcome back to Nonsense.
Yeah.
That's going to be the best intro of all time. You just want to introduce yourself because we didn't introduce you at all in the last episode.
After a 4-part that got turned into a 2-part, and however many parts the last 2 things are, y'all know the boy. Y'all know the kid. HENVINCIBLE. That's me. Yeah, how's it going?
It's pretty over there, ain't it?
Yeah, man.
And then once again, just me, good old Bob.
Good God.
I mean,
F and Bob. Let's get it.
It's just another day in the streaming lifestyle, ain't it? With podcast jokes and whatnot. I actually feel bad. You know, it was one thing I've been like meaning to do because I wanted to take the show on the road. I've been trying to take time to hit up stand up again. I don't know if I ever mentioned that to you. I did stand up once.
I think you did.
And it went well for somebody who had no business on the stage. And I would love to take, maybe not stand up on the road, but I want to find a way to do podcasting on the road. I feel like that'd be a sick ass bit.
That happens.
Motherfuckers do that shit, but motherfuckers know them niggas.
Yeah.
So if you want me to take the show on the road, why don't you buy some merchandise?
You gotta crowdsource. Gotta see what markets fuck with them.
Right,
so,
man.
You know,
if you want me to joke in your town, let me know.
Hotel everybody. Hotel your friends.
But anyway, so like I wanted to talk about in a couple bits ago, some long times ago. So you're now rocking your PS5 now.
Yeah.
You have one. What's on the chopping block?
Definitely first is definitely gonna be Miles. That's definitely gonna be the number one port over.
100%. Are you gonna rebuy, or are you just gonna update?
Update?
Okay,
Let it. It's a free upgrade on that.
That's fine. The reason why I ask is because a lot of people will rebuy, not knowing that for one, the update is the same.
Okay.
2, you get new Peter Parker, and I don't fucks with new Peter Parker.
I'm cool without it. He shows up minimalistically in the game, which is good, but
Yeah. Well, no, because you get the original Spider-Man redone.
Yeah.
But you're stuck with new Peter Parker the whole way through, which fuck that guy.
Oh no, I just got the Miles game.
Oh, you don't even have OG
No. I just have the Miles game.
Get Spider-Man and stop fucking with me.
What you mean?
Like, I love Miles as much as the next nigga, but goddamn, like, Spider-Man is the guy.
Is he?
Yes. Nigga, that is hands down. And I will 1,000% say it, the best Spider-Man of all Spider-Mans. So fuck you, get the goddamn game.
Yeah, we've been through that.
It's the best fucking game with the DLC. Fuck you, get the goddamn game, dude. I will buy that bitch for you too. I don't give a shit. Get Spider-Man. Stop pissing me off.
After that, probably Persona 5 Royal.
Okay. You don't have Royal?
I do.
Oh.
I have it on PS4, and I didn't beat it. I think that's an upgrade. I don't know.
It's just, I think you would have to ask Kelly because she actually plays the shit out of all of that shit. But I think they just added a new character with a new storyline.
Yeah, no. I know.
So I don't know.
I'm on the 4th palace.
Okay.
I know what occurs. I just haven't physically played it.
Okay. So that's all.
October, they've announced Gotham Knights coming out. Hella looking forward to that. I think September is Hogwarts Legacy.
I forgot about that one.
I am very much looking forward to that. I know people don't want to pay J.K. Rowling, but she ain't gonna be in game. Fuck that bitch.
I ain't got shit against it, man. Motherfuckers is just dogging on her, but they'll still eat Chick-fil-A, so get your priorities straight, bitch.
I do know some people that go hard that they don't fuck with Chick-fil-A either.
Hey man, then that's your priorities, man. You missing out on probably the superior chicken sandwich, yeah. Under the McChicken. Big Chicken always wins, but
for sure. Yeah, those are the main 4 that I can think of. Relayer comes out on the 24th.
Right.
So I'm gonna play the demo, see if I fucks with it. If I fucks with it, they might get 60 out of me for a JRPG space opera that's not Gundam.
Which, because I wanted to, let's take a look at that trailer because I actually wanted to catch the trailer. I remember because I watched the State of Play because I am a hardcore PlayStation head. My mouse is out. I have 2 mice because I want to make sure I can always at all times grab what I need to grab. And with the magic, where's the magic? That's not the magic. There's the magic. Bam, bam. Here we go. Let's take a listen. Let's take a look.
I've never heard of the studio, by the way.
No? So it definitely looks. You know what it reminds me of is Zone of Enders, but just definitely closer to the Gundam realm. Actually, I don't even think I've seen this specific trailer.
I like it's an ensemble cast.
Yeah. That is not the voice I expected for the robot. So the hype is there, I would say.
It's I like it so far. I gotta actually play it, but the gameplay looks good. I like this strategy with the chessboard.
Right. Now I'm curious if these just gonna be is it gonna be purely chess based? You know what I mean? Or is there an actual fighting game mixed in? Or am I just move here to attack type shit?
It might just be that.
Because it seems like it's very intuitive at this point. You know what I mean? I've seen bits of this.
I also don't. I don't know how deep into the customization that was. I couldn't really get a grasp on that, so I don't know how repetitive the combat
Right.
maybe.
So I'm just looking, and again, it doesn't have to be very detailed into the combat. I'm just looking at like maybe Tales of layer. Just make me button mash a thing or two every once in a while. I don't want to just sit back and watch always. So,
and combos since y'all made it a point to be a single player game.
Yeah.
And then there was also Gundam Evolution, which is actually is a Gundam game.
Right.
Gundam Overwatch.
Gundam Overwatch, which I'm
here for it.
Yeah, no.
It was a little weird seeing like auxiliary machines as the main character, like the gun tank.
But again, I think that was just a nod for OG fans, because all OG fans fuck with the ball. I don't think there's one OG fan of Gundam that looks at Ball Gundam and be like, bullshit. It's like, oh, they got ball. I'm fucking with that immediately. Like, how stupid can stupid be?
They got a good amount. They got the RX-78. They got Barbatos, and they got Exia.
Right.
They got Exia and not Riser. That's the thing.
I thought that was kind of interesting.
I like that.
All it made me think is they're definitely I thought they were gonna do a battle pass system, and it's just slowly you're just gonna either get shit or pay to get new shit. You know what I mean? Over time.
It might have a small. I don't even really seeing it having a gacha system.
I
feel
hope
like
not.
It's like just, oh, you want this? We added a character. You added a Gundam. You want this Gundam? Buy it.
Right.
That's the Apex Legends route.
Yeah, which is fine. I haven't, as long as this kind of system's been out, I'm still an old school nigga where it's just like, just let me work to unlock the shit. I'm fine with that. Like, stop making me pay for shit. Like, I gave you 60. Mm-hmm. And mind you, welcome to the team, buddy. You're paying 70 per game now. Sorry. It's 70 per game, so enjoy. But yeah, no, I gave you money. Give me a whole game. The whole thing. That's all I'm asking. But it is what it is.
You like remake. You like 7 remake though.
Yeah, and I didn't have to pay for shit. The DLC was unnecessary.
I know, I was fucking with you because it's a half a game because they gotta put out the other part 7.
So here's the thing with that, and here's where everybody doesn't understand. So Final Fantasy VII Original, that entire game of the remake was the first 20 minutes. That timeline that happens in the remake is the first 20 minutes of the original game. Oh. They took 20 minutes and dragged that shit the fuck out. And it was beautiful.
See, Bel-Air.
But here's what I mean by that though. Is they just gave you time to enjoy the little shit. That's all.
Okay.
So that's one part of it where everybody's like, well, they split them into multiple games. 2, and not to give anything away for people who haven't played it, they Thanos the fuck out of that shit. Sephiroth has now reclaimed himself as the greatest villain of all time. He pretty much just said, I know what happened. I'm not letting it happen. I'm fucking all of this shit up. And you're going to have to deal with it.
I played the first game, bitch.
pretty much is what he's saying. He's like, I played the first one. I seen what happened. Not this time. Fuck you. And he just altered timelines consistently. And he gave you the opportunity from the beginning of the game onwards to show you I'm fucking with shit. Most people don't realize, if you haven't played the original Final Fantasy, Sephiroth doesn't show up at all in the beginning half of the game. It's a long time before Sephiroth shows his face. And now I have to, as a person who's played this shit for 20 years, have to think, is this actually Sephiroth or something the fuck else? I personally still don't know. Because at one point, it wasn't Sephiroth. It was a clone. Okay. Then it found out to be, I don't know if you know Genova from the game. Genova is his mother/alien who cloned herself to look like Sephiroth to fuck with people. Then we were like, okay, that's not Sephiroth. Sephiroth's dead, but mentally alive. And is fucking with shit. Now I don't know what the fuck's going on. I, as a avid player of the game, I've read books. Yeah. I've played alternate games. I've done all the shit. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. All I know is he's actively fucking with the timeline. Niggas that should be alive are dead. Motherfuckers that should be dead are alive. They literally just showed you there might be a whole 2 timeline scenario. And I'm just like, I'm fucking confused. I have no idea what's going on. So, no, they're doing this shit right. The only thing that's scaring me is that the director of the game originally has stepped down to allow the other guy to take over. And this motherfucker made Kingdom Hearts 3. And I hate Kingdom Hearts 3 with a passion. Because all they did was fuck it up. They just fucked all of Kingdom Hearts up. So I'm just like, I really hope this isn't going to go down a bad route.
I enjoyed it because I'm removed from it. I'm not one of you. I'm loved. I briefly am aware of Terra, Ventus, and Aqua.
That's fine.
So it was like, oh shit, all them plus me, Kyrie, Riku, and Axel. Oh, it's fire that we can all be on the screen at the same time.
That's not how that works. It's like they're
fucking Rox is here too. It's lit.
It's like it's literally there's two niggas that look exactly alike, and half of the people didn't question. I'm like, you do realize that one, Sora is Rox's nobody, or the other way around. I
really like that. No. It's been 15 years. Fuck it. Y'all know we know.
But my thing is I wouldn't have tripped if they didn't like re-release all the shit over again. Like, here, why don't you catch up before we tell you fuck it? They made a mobile game.
Yeah.
The ending of the third game was based on the mobile game that nobody fucking played.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this would have been nice if I knew this was going to happen.
And the mobile game came out in English after 3.
After 3. So it's like, oh, you wanted to keep up, but get fucked. And they're not even like updating the actual game to kind of play along. Like, those niggas' screen names flying across the game. And I'm just like, oh, it would have been nice if I got to play the shit. And maybe my screen name would have been on there. Or maybe like after I play it, then the next time I play it, my screen. No, it's too late. Those are embedded.
Yeah. Embedded
screen names. Like, fuck y'all. That was some ignorant ass shit. For Japan only ass shit, and that kind of
should have had an Android, nigga.
I mean, I got an Android, and I still got waxed on that one. So,
damn.
Like, Japan be fucking me sometimes. Is all I'm saying. So that's all. They just did a whole lot of fuck it. I'm still personally pissed that not a single Final Fantasy character made it into the third game. How did you manage? That was literally to me the entire basis of the game.
I would have loved to see fucking Squall show up.
Should have at least. I think Squall, Aerith, maybe Yuffie should have showed up. You had to at least have them. They couldn't. I could see them not doing Sephiroth and Cloud again because of remake and how far this shit has been twisted.
Yeah, no.
If they want to add him as DLC and Sephiroth also knows the ending of Kingdom Hearts and fucks up all of Kingdom Hearts again, that'd be fucking dope. Again, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Sephiroth is the greatest villain of all time. I love my fair share of villains, but goddamn Sephiroth would dog wash fucking Thanos as much as people love Thanos. Like, Thanos ain't shit. He ain't shit compared to Sephiroth. The nigga Sephiroth has a theme song that is in Latin and is literally, if you translate it, bringer of death, Sephiroth. That is all the fuck they're saying. and the basis form is he will kill you. That is a line in the song is I will kill you. He will kill you, Sephiroth.
So there are multiple Sephiroths. If the singer is saying, I will kill you.
I want to kill you, but he will kill you. Because he's Sephiroth. You're not killing Sephiroth. We've tried. For many games we have tried to kill Sephiroth. We have not succeeded yet. The nigga ain't dying.
Yeah.
The nigga came back in a movie and said, I will never be a memory. What more do you want out of your fucking villain? He's like, I will hunt you.
I don't know. Did you see the Killing Joke?
No, not close. I'm telling you, it's not close. I love the Killing Joke, and it is literally for me, Sephiroth then Joker. I love the Joker.
Okay.
But god damn it, the Joker is yet to clone himself, infuse himself into the world's life energy to make sure I can cause a fucking plague so I can reclone myself again.
I was gonna say, you're right. That sounds like Zamasu.
But
I still am very mad about the sky. All of space is just Zamasu.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Still pretty, but it got Thanos snapped, so whatever.
Yeah, and you can't Thanos snap with Sephiroth. Sadly, no. I wish they won't try because he'll probably murder you. Spoilers.
Would Sephiroth be able to kill the King of all?
Yes. Yes.
Motherfucker, they erase his universes, but he's also a child.
Did you also not notice that Sephiroth's literal final move is a meteor that blows up our entire galaxy in an alternate universe for fun?
Yeah.
The nigga ain't got no problem offing some shit.
I feel like this is a stupid death battle. I'm not even getting into.
Well, again, the death battle.
I mean, like him versus Zeno is what I'm envisioning.
Sephiroth wins.
Weird. It's
Sephiroth
a
wins,
weird
though.
fight to even ask.
I get it, but Sephiroth wins. The only reason why I say that wholeheartedly, I'm pretty sure you've seen when he fought Virgil, and that wasn't. They literally even said it wasn't even close. Like blade for blade, Virgil can't keep up. And then you add the fact that Sephiroth would just be like, fuck it, I don't feel like it anymore, and just create a new universe to off you in for fun. Which he can do with a swing of the sword and not let you know he's done it. Virgil can do it, but he has to create like a nice little black hole to step through.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? New universe. I don't like this one anymore. I'm losing. I think the only person that can keep up with him might be Deadpool. Maybe. And then it would just be them fourth wall breaking new universes continuously. That shit got out of hand. Anyway.
That'd be dope, though.
I'd watch that. So, based on your games, though, I have one minor request. And that's that you play God of War. You must play the new God of War again. And on top of the fact that they give it to you for free.
Okay.
So shout out to everyone who hasn't got a fucking PS5 yet. And you have PlayStation Plus, they give you like 16 games for free. Because they're like, we know it was hard for you to get this bitch. So here's some shit on the house.
I do have to buy PlayStation Plus again.
You don't have it?
Not at the moment, no. Should I buy it on PS?
Hell no, never buy it. Well, it doesn't matter. Your account's your account.
Okay.
So, but don't buy it directly from PlayStation. There's 1,000 deals for it. I don't think I've paid full price for PlayStation Plus ever. Okay. Shit's like forever $40 on somebody's goddamn website.
Yeah, I think Play Asia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I get the mine from them and CD keys consistently. Mm-hmm. So I don't think I've paid over $50 for an account, and I think I'm still good until 2026. They stack. So yeah, if they're on sale for $40, buy 2 or 3 of them bitches and hold on to them. I might have a PlayStation. Like I know I'm forever have a PlayStation, so I'm gonna let them bitches roll. Keep stacking them boys, man. So yeah, definitely play God of War. God of War is a great game. I'm assuming you've never played Final Fantasy 15. Have you played a Final Fantasy in general?
I played a little bit of 15.
Okay, so I mean, continue to play it. They give you that one for free again. They give you the Royal Edition as well, so that's kind of nice.
I stopped playing it because it was on PC.
Yeah, no, they kind of wrecked PC. Funnily enough, when you play it on PS5, it gives you the ability to go max settings. Funnily enough, it plays better like a tad under max settings.
Okay.
Just because of frames and shit like that, like it just looks horrible. It's with max settings.
There was a fucking Tales of game that just came out. I think it was a Tales of game. Re-Arise? Tales of Arise?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm gonna get that eventually.
Should. Tales of games are
and
incredible.
I think Pirate Warriors 4 is a free upgrade as well. I'm definitely getting
Yes, it is. Because I remember somebody else asked me about that.
Yeah, I'm getting into that too.
So, yeah.
I need to beat it. I haven't beat it yet. Fuck, I wish they had come out with 5 already. But they can't because it's still in fucking Wano.
Not much you can do about it, though.
No.
But.
Playful.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would definitely advise those. Ghost of Tsushima's getting popular again. Ghost
of Tsushima, I definitely need to finish.
You didn't finish?
No.
Oh shit!
I started playing the multiplayer mode and I got sidetracked.
Understandable because I kind of went heavy into the multiplayer mode.
That was really easy because you could co-op with 4 different people and streamers, and that was a really big collab wave.
You know, I never thought about doing it that way. I just played with randos. And that was the first time in a long time I hopped on a game, played with randos, and we actually communicated. Yeah. Like, I don't know if you played many multiplayer games.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's dead.
Yeah, no. I feel like Ghost of Tsushima is an environment where you have to have some type of honor.
Yeah, that's like, kind of true.
You gotta be as somewhat of an upstanding citizen to even be this deep into the game.
Yeah, that's very true. And it taught me how to play. Funnily enough, the motherfuckers taught me how to play a bit better too. So like when I came back to play like actual Ghosts, I got so much better at the game just from being forced to get good. And I was like, all right, I can do this shit, man.
I've recently gotten a lot into like zodiacs and elements. Like, I think it's
like in real life.
Yeah, like I think it's funny that one night I was at a family gathering and it came to the realization I was the only earth sign in the entire group. It was an earth sign and 3 other water signs just having a great fucking time. And you begin to see differences. Like,
so stupid question. Explain it for the motherfucker that don't understand. What the fuck is
a water sign?
Elemental
is
sign.
A water sign would be like a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio. Okay. Water elementals. Earth is Virgo and 2 others. Out of the 12, each one is in 4s. Okay. Gemini and Libra are like air signs. And it does get to a point where, okay, it makes sense. Those are individuals where, okay, shit flows off them like water. They don't dwell on their issues. They flow to the solution. With Earth, it takes a long fucking time for a fucking canyon to form. A mountain.
Right.
Sometimes, as a Virgo, sometimes I get stuck on shit. I get stuck on the bad times. I get stuck on this particular problem.
Right.
It's gonna take me a while to figure out my version of a solution. Fire signs are just angry people. that's the main thing. Motherfuckers are just
that's fucked up.
Aggressive.
See, but I feel like everybody roasts me for being a Scorp, for being angry and aggressive. I just don't give a fuck.
Well,
there's a difference.
So the reason why I don't fully go into it is because it's a spectrum. Each person isn't just one sign. That's the fucked up part about it.
Oh,
so
shit.
You have characteristics from each fucking one. And that's why humans are fucking crazy.
God damn. Dude.
Let me get my natal chart.
See, I wish I understood any of this mystical bullshit. See, when you mentioned water style, the first thing I thought was the Avatar. And I'm like, do I get powers?
So that goes to show that
can I bloodbend?
That has real life shit in it. So like I have 3 Virgo placements, but those are also some of the most important placements. It's my sun, which is your main sign, who you are, your ascendant, which is characteristics that you grow into. So I'm a Virgo that only grows more into Virgo realm. But my moon sign is in Aries, which is the fire sign. That's more so tied to like emotions.
I still barely understand.
So,
and I want to understand.
So 2 earths and a fire. That's a fucking volcano. Think about it like if you're 2 waters and an earth sign, that's a fucking tornado or a hurricane. It's we're all combinations of things.
Right. How do you figure this shit out? Because now I'm actually kind of curious.
Do you know the exact time of your birth?
Nope. And I keep motherfuckers keep mentioning that shit. I'm like,
yeah, that you need the exact time to see exactly where the stars were when you were born.
Jesus Christ, man. Do I get that on my birth certificate?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
No shit.
So I was born at 6:02 a.m.
And that gives you exact information.
That gives me the exact readout for my chart.
Motherfucker, I want to know this shit. That's fucking weird as shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. It's about stars and I don't know everything about it. Some of it, because with this, it's hard to weed through what's bullshit and what isn't.
Right.
you kind of just gotta go with what makes sense to you after like introspection and really people watching.
That shit's crazy as fuck, man. Most I've ever done is
a lot.
Whatever that fucking new ass like personality chart shit that they did.
I have that. I did that too.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've
yeah.
done, and I've keep tangling between two, and people told me both make exact sense.
I think I'm ENFJ. I am the turbulent mediator. Whatever that combination is.
That sounds terrible. That sounds like some shit, like inside shit that just doesn't make sense.
I'll read
like a
it.
motherfucker with anxiety and depression. Like, god damn, dude, how do you exist? And again, sadly, you know,
sounds fucking. Sound like this might be a little bit off.
I'm not saying but I feel like everybody has all of that shit. Where's my?
Yes.
Wish I knew where my birth certificate was. Hold on, I'm gonna take a quick break. Check it out. I'm gonna see if I got my birth certificate in this
So
bitch.
just this first sentence: turbulent mediators are apt to ask too much of themselves and become overwhelmed.
Just setting up
Makes
for your
sense
own
to
fucking
me.
failure.
Makes sense to me.
That sounds like a problem that you could
You
work.
have higher standards on yourself, which may or may not lead to higher standards in other people. But if you have high standards in yourself and high standards with other people, that's something that's going to have to come to a crossroads. And if you have high expectations for yourself and low expectations for others, that's still eventually going to come to a crossroads. People are fucking insane, is the point. When they don't meet their unyielding goals, they are likely to be hard on themselves. Self-criticism rings true for any turbulent individual.
I don't remember if I got that piece. I just remember mine was like
INFP.
Logitician or some shit like that. Whatever that one was. Because I know I got directly connected to Einstein, which everybody thought was fucking hilarious.
Mediators are quiet, private, free spirits who view life as an endless series of idealistic possibilities waiting to be realized.
That shit pisses me off, so I know I'm not in your group.
That's why most of the time, when people accuse me of being depressed, I'm not even depressed. I just have so many fucking things actually going through my mind. I don't have time to put a smile on my face to appease you. That's like I never personally stop thinking.
Right.
And it's not even a choice. I would love to be fucking just a blank mind when I choose to.
No, understandable.
But yeah,
I don't think I've ever been.
Sometimes I do be depressed, but a lot of times I just be thinking.
Nah. See, I think that's my curse though. Is I understand that sentiment. But, and like I said, I've said it many times and motherfuckers don't understand. I think so fucking fast that in a blip, I've had a full-fledged conversation, thought process, and everything.
I would take that.
Yeah,
because I don't. I will think on something, dwell on it, let a new thought enter in, and then eventually go back to that old thought.
Yeah, I ain't got time. I got to keep moving.
Even after I solve shit, I still think about, okay, where am I at after solving that? Yeah. And then that's
that's turmoil.
A depression thing. Yes,
yeah, that's actual turmoil, dude.
I
ain't got time for that shit, dude. I'll kill myself first. I apologize. That's fucking nuts. No, I just
I deal with things, but sometimes because sometimes solutions have side effects.
Yeah. Look, man. I think I've reached the level of Yoda, which I think was also in my character group. I have adopted the do or do not. There is no try. I don't give a fuck. As long as I get an end result and it's done, the cards fall where they do. Fuck it. I got to move on to the next problem, you know?
Yeah. But then there are the times where your cards laid where they laid. Now you have to
deal with my cards.
Sometimes you gotta deal with somebody else's cards too.
Yeah, and I will do the same thing, man. I typically tackle every problem as a fresh topic, even if it is a chain of events.
That would be nice.
Again, I'm not saying
that would be nice.
Yeah, but I think that's because I used to do it that way. I used to be like, well, I did this, which causes this, And it fucked my entire life up. You know, it sucks.
My shit is a JRPG. Everything is branching. Everything branches.
Yeah, no, trust me. I used to be like that. Like in a basic conversation, you're just like, this will lead to the new character dialogue. And I'm like, I ain't got time. I will burn through some shit now just to get to the end of it. And then once I've gotten here,
It's gone.
I'll do a look.
You let it go?
No, I'll do a quick look back and be like, shit, I could have did that a little bit better. Can I fix it now? Nope. Fuck it. It's too late. I've lost friends. I've lost acquaintances. I've lost opportunities. Like 6 ways to Sunday. Yeah, that shit eats me up. I've told motherfuckers, I mentally have been able to create 2 different timelines of my life based on basic decision making. You know, just simple, because again, people don't understand. One decision can change and alter everything. But the thing is, you have to be like, man, that would have been cool, but where I am still exists. And sucks. Maybe this one sucks more than that one does. But at the end, my end result is I could also just not be here.
Yeah.
And I'd rather be here struggling than not be here.
Yeah.
That's also an option. So that's how I typically deal with it. I'm not saying it's the way everybody can look at shit, but
yeah, no,
it gets me moving quickly.
I handle shit a lot better now as I've gotten older. I had a conversation. See that's one thing that it affords me. My thought press affords me a pretty decent long-term memory. Short-term is shit, but if I'm telling a story, I can pretty much remember what year it happened in.
God damn. Yeah, no. See, I think that's funny enough. The side effect of my version is I can never.
When that shit gone, it's gone.
It's gone, but I can really retell a story though.
Yeah.
Because my stories stay creative because I'll remember a bit that I didn't remember last time. I can twist it just a little bit to make it a little more interesting. I've never had picture-esque perfect memory. So I'm like, every time I come back to it, it's just like, man, that was a new journey. Just retelling a story. Motherfuckers, hence the podcast in general. I can retell a story, and that story is always interesting. I can tell the same story 3 different times, slightly different, but make sure it turns into a fucking J.R.R. Tolkien fucking story, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a fucking epic journey, but I'd lost the memory of it, man. I got fucking Jordan memory. It's like, I lost, win. That's a motherfucker if I lost. I don't remember that shit. I'm fucking LeVar Ball in that shit right now. Never lost. Never lost. I don't lose. I succeeded finding what doesn't work. Corny as it may be, but it's accurate. Hence this podcast. I know what doesn't work, and I typically still do the same shit. And it never works perfectly, but it works for me.
I feel like the biggest thing I've probably lost off that is time. With the way that I think.
Yeah, that's anytime you're spending that much time on anything, you're gonna lose it.
Yeah.
But
that's a reason why sometimes I don't stream as much. Because I'm either down or just tired. But the thought is, okay, on top of let's just say it's a Tuesday. And work could have been good or bad. Interaction with my girl could have been good or bad. Let's just say if both of those were bad. I'm having a fucked up day. I'm pretty goddamn down. I could stream, and I know the stream will make me feel better, but do I want to put my content through that of you're getting me depressed?
Right.
And I'm trying to use this to feel better. I feel like that will be a sacrifice of quality that I'm not always willing to make. But that leads to a lack of consistency, so then it's like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because what will people appreciate more or least? Will people appreciate seeing me, but the shit is trash? Or you're not going to see me as much, but this shit is pretty okay when you do see it?
Right.
That's still a constant battle. Sometimes I do both.
See, I think, and again, this is not me trying to fix problems because I'm not good at that anyway. I say choose an avenue, which sounds really simplistic. Pick a lane. Because I've seen content creators that go through emotional hell. And with those people, I'm like, man, I ride with you. I watch your content because I ride with you personally. Like, I don't care what you have to throw out there, just throw something out there so I can support. Yeah. But then I've also been to concerts and shit specifically where the performers are just not on their A game. They're drugged up and they shouldn't be drugged up. Fucking Jeff Hardy in general. And you're just like, man, this would have been better if you got your shit together first and then showed up. I'd rather you not be here fucking everything up.
Yeah.
So I get that. But my thing is what works for you needs to be honest for you. So,
because for every fucking Jeff, Triple H, and Edge triple threat, still that Victory Road.
Mm-hmm.
Still gotta remember that Sting match.
You still gotta remember
that shit was interesting seeing Sting and Jeff Hardy in the same ring.
Yeah.
After all that time.
Yeah. I'm definitely not gonna sit there and say it wasn't. But
no, I mean like Wednesday. Because he
did
in
I keep
a
forgetting about
that involved Darby and Sting. So it was weird
I didn't
as fuck.
know that. Oh,
that
shit.
motherfucker saw. I think he bowed to him. I think he bowed to Sting.
He was sober, right?
Yeah.
That nigga be tripping.
But a great chance Sting could still be tight about that Victory Road shit.
Oh, I know he is.
So
because he's actively mentioned it. Not, I don't know recently, but he was heated.
Yeah.
Because he's one of those guys that, leave your shit at the door, come in and work and get your shit done.
But it's great that all of the storylines branched to make it to that point where they do share a ring again.
Yeah.
Because both of them could have fucking died. And we never have that moment of, okay, you get to show him your respect.
Yeah. Second chances are a motherfucker, man. So, that's all. And I think that's why and especially that's the best way to put it. I rock with Jeff. Because the man's been down bad multiple times. Yeah. He's had no business doing shit he's done. But he's also said, fuck it, this is what I care about. I care about this more than anything. So, be there. Show up. It might be an off day, but you've been there. Yeah. And you never know. Like, you never know what the outcome is, And that's what's really been bugging me about. That's why I've been streaming more sporadically. It's just like, look, man, if I don't want to do it, that's the day I got to do it. Because if I don't want to do it and I show up and get it done, that means obviously I want to be there. If I didn't want to be there, I wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
That's all. And again, I know you care about your streaming. I care about my podcasting and gaming and shit. I show up. Because if you punch in, once you punch in, it's on you what happens.
Yeah.
Make the best of it, And I think you'll survive more likely than not off of that, man. You gotta remember, there's a lot of people I'm sure rocking with you from way back when to now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're still grabbing some new dudes, man. And you got me now. So I'm rocking with you, man. If I can't do shit else but bring you on the podcast and run my mouth for a fucking hour and a half, damn.
So if we cut right now, that's one episode worth.
My ass, that's 3.
No, I mean, because we did the other 2, and then you say you're gonna cut.
Oh, that's right.
This is gonna be a separate one.
This is right.
So if we say goodbye right now, you won't have to edit that one down.
No, I'm probably still going too slightly. I try and keep my podcast count semi clean. That's all I'm saying. But goddamn.
Well, that has been therapy with therapy with F and Bob.
See, that's what you get on the nonsense, man. You get gaming, music, nonsense, bullshit, and a slight bit of self-help.
Yeah, I will definitely be the astrology part.
Yeah, I gotta look for my fucking birth certificate because I kind of want to figure that shit out just for shits and giggles, man. It might be interesting.
If the same thing that happened when I did my personality test, it can be an emotional experience just because of someone who felt ununderstood for so long. To see, it felt good to be read to filth. Like, okay, this I could take what I could apply, and what I didn't apply, I left it there. But a lot more applied than I thought it would, which fucked me up. I'm not saying it has to be gospel, but it is worth a look just to see what
What's to it?
I
Man?
feel like you never know who needs what message.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I'm never against it. Like, granted, I might not be religious. I don't believe in superstition and all that shit, but shit, man. I mean, I've gotten fucking good advice from a fucking fortune cookie, dude.
Yeah.
And that shit's random. You know what I mean? So it's what you take to heart, man. And as I said, I've adopted what I've always told people, and it's real for me. Motherfuckers see me now as, the effing Bob jackass, or whatever the fuck you want to call me. But I've adopted such a big fucking attitude because motherfuckers really don't understand. Motherfuckers will scream that shit from the heavens, that YOLO bullshit, but don't understand it. You literally only have one shot at life. This shit is a one-term deal, and that shit ends when the fuck ever.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get it forever. You don't get a clock out date. You don't know how long you're gonna last. Every day, every moment is something different.
And that isn't to be used as an excuse to just go out and party all the fucking time.
No, it should be the exact opposite to me. I feel like it's the exact opposite. Is leave.
You got some work to do.
You might want to leave some lasting legacy, man.
Yeah.
That's my big thing now. Is I just don't want to go and be forgotten.
Yeah.
I want to leave something behind, even if it's not. I'm not saying building monuments to a nigga. I'm just saying, like, I helped one person that needed it at that moment. I, did something with somebody that needed that at that moment. If it's not, I don't mean something big. I just mean I affected someone else's life in the best way possible. Maybe it's me joking and shit talking somebody. Maybe I brought somebody down back to earth a little bit.
Yeah.
Who was getting a little big headed and was like, shit, I didn't realize I was going off on the wrong end. Let me come back, reassess, and then move on,
I don't want to say I saved a nigga life on Twitter, but I could have. I don't even know. I was just randomly scrolling one day, and it was a guy talking about taking himself out. And I was like, this could mean nothing. Conceivably, the motherfucker could be gone already, except for the fact that he's tweeting still. Just say something that might possibly get this nigga from trying to off himself.
That's all.
And unfortunately, I haven't been able to keep up with him because I was Twitter years ago.
No
but
shit.
Hopefully you out there good. My name was probably Heno XD at the time. But I tried my best.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever done that. I've never talked somebody off a ledge. But I have definitely talked motherfuckers into the fuck it lifestyle that I've adopted. And again, it's like I said, it's more of just fuck what you think is important. You don't really understand what's important till you figure out what's important to you. Yeah. This shit is important to me. You know what I mean? Me doing something enjoyable. Me not working just to work for cash. It's like a lot of motherfuckers don't understand, especially those rich motherfuckers. They're missing shit sometimes. Like, money doesn't mean shit if you just stack it. You need to stack it and spend it on something that makes you happy.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean fucking not pay your damn bills on time. Motherfuckers will shut your shit off.
Yeah,
Being cold is very unhappy.
Like I was saying, this was my first tax time. Right when I found out I was getting some shit, car fucked up.
Oh,
ain't that a bitch?
Well, that's
car been A-OK. Pristine. Ever since then. So I took care of my car. I bought new glasses. I did something else. And I'm going to get a new bed.
There you go.
And
hey man, sleep is a good chunk of your life. And you got a PlayStation.
The PS5 is some alright shit to me after taking care of some business. And it's a write-off too. So fuck it.
True enough, man. I gotta get on my A game on that shit, man. The LLC's coming.
You got you can buy 15 of them bitches. That's definitely a write-off.
Hey man, if I could supply what needs to be supplied to the masses, man, I'd do my best. But that's all you can ask for, man.
Oh yeah, man. Just life is hard, so you gotta find the things that make shit a little less hard.
Hell yeah, man.
Safely. Don't do drug and crack and shit.
No.
Don't.
And just I'm gonna throw this one out there because here's a bit of advice that was told to me, and it hurts, but it was the best advice I ever got. Not everybody can chase their dreams.
Yeah.
Not everybody's meant for what you think you're meant for, man.
Yeah.
And when he explained it, it sounds horrible, but it's real. And it's not, don't try and do shit that makes you happy. Realize that not everybody's meant to be, fucking
Happy.
famous. So,
Oh.
not even happy. Everybody's meant happiness. Happiness is different. See, look, you're fucking up. No, happiness should be what makes you happy. But what you think makes you happy, half of the time ain't gonna make you happy. I do this podcast shit because I enjoy talking and bullshit and hanging out and doing whatever. If I get popular off of it, great. That's more funding for me, and I get to, pay bills and shit. I like making shirts and shit. If people buy them, that's more money in my pocket to produce this. But if I kept doing this podcast every day with 50 people listening, I'm happy. Dude, I'm fucking satisfied. If I made $5 period off of this podcast total, I'm still doing what I enjoy to do. It sucks that I'm not making money and I'm putting money into it, but something I'm happy doing.
Yeah.
So that's what they mean. Don't chase your dream. Your dreams might be way the fuck up here, but are you doing it for that endpoint? Or are you doing it because you actually enjoy getting there? I enjoy the podcast and I enjoy getting there. From what you've been always telling me, you enjoy just streaming for streaming's sake.
I do enjoy streaming. My original goals were only to make people laugh and maybe push the Yu-Gi-Oh culture forward.
There you go.
My original name was Heno XD because if you turn the XD sideways, it's just the laughing face for niggas hate emojis.
No shit.
Yeah. And Invincible came about because I was looking for a new name because someone poked a hole in the Heno XD logic of you're not always going to laugh, you're not always going to be happy. So they were saying it's kind of like a falsehood. Like it's cute, it's positive, a little unattainable. So then I went to some friends and got to Invincible because you can stop. You can stop. You can take a pause. You can get your water break. As long as you keep going. And it's to a point where, yeah, you get knocked down. But you do keep going. So that's how I got to Invincible.
Son of a bitch, that's a much better origin story for my name. Like, I'm actually upset. I'm going to tell a story, and that's where I'm going to end that episode. So it doesn't end on such a fucking emotional turmoil. We got to keep this nonsense.
Emotional turmoil just seems to cover it.
Mind you, that I'm guaranteeing that's going to be the name of this episode. I'm gonna end on this because for some of everybody that actually know the story of F and Bob, I'm gonna retell it. F and Bob was a concept for a comic book of a superhero who's me, who has probably the best power I've ever came up with. He has a 24-hour power. That motherfucker changes daily. Changes at 1:23 at night or first thing in the morning, whatever you want to call it. So every day his power changes and he learns how to deal with it on a daily basis. So, slightly positive, slightly comical, because you don't know what power I'm going to get. You don't know how it works. But he refused to be a superhero because he was like, the power itself of just being able to change abilities, I can't predict it. So that means I can't figure out how to save people. So he just learned to be happy just being himself with an ability or two every once in a while, Never know what she's going to do. Found out a job, shit like that, shit that I've actually gone through in life. I think my favorite episode, just to give you a spoiler of one episode, hopefully it does become a thing. He gets water powers. So he said, fuck it. I can spray shit. I'm going to just go do power washing for a day. Make some good money, hangs out, learns how to control his powers. And the reason why I think I came up with that concept is, one, it's funny. It's goofy and it's different. Two is because my life entirely has always been dealing with different shit per day. You never know what that new day is going to bring you, so just deal with it. You know what I mean? Stop worrying about it. Stop trying to figure it out. Fuck it. Just roll with it. It'll work out better that way. So the name F and Bob came up with when I was actually trying to come up with a name for the character. I had no idea what to call his ass. So I used to come up with dumbass nicknames, and my original name for him was Iron Bob, because I wanted something that sounded like a hero name, but I was like, I want him to have such a basic generic name because he should be the everyman character. I wanted an everyman character. So literally Bob was the first name that came up. So I'm like, he's going to be Iron Bob. So I was like, I don't want to call him Iron Bob. That sounds really stupid. So then I went, kid you not, I went to the periodic table. And I'm like, let me get a fucking periodic name for fucking Bob. So the only one that was close was F.E. And I'm like, Fee-Bob. That sounds stupid. F.E. Bob. No one's going to remember that shit. And my dumbass brain thought, I was like, and this is how I came up with it. I was like, dude, if I call my character F.E. Bob, there's going to be some asshole in Chicago, New York that's going to fuck his name up and be like, you know, that motherfucking effing Bob. And that's where that name came from. So it was fuck it.
What is the periodic table for F.E.?
F.E. was, I think it was Trillium or some shit. It was a goofy iron name. It wasn't even iron. It was another metal.
Like copper.
It was another fucking, a completely different metal. And I was just like, whatever. It's close enough, you know? I'm still in the development stage of fucking Iron Bob.
Wait. Oh.
What?
F.E. is iron.
Is it? Oh, motherfucker. I see. That's how long it's been. I don't even remember that shit. So yeah, that's literally what it was. I just want to be Iron Bob and I didn't want to call him Iron. So that's where that came in. I knew somebody was going to fuck it up, so it was going to be effing because the motherfucker was going to call me fucking Bob. It was always going to be fucking Bob. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to just roll with fucking Bob. Obviously, you can't say that. Effing. Still the 2-letter nickname.
So please, if that becomes a thing, I need the FN as a periodic thing and then Bob as the title card.
I'd fuck with that. Yeah, no, that's new shirt idea, I guess. I might do that. That's kind of dope. But yeah, that's literally where F and Bob came from. So no great profound story behind it. That was literally just the deal with it. But yeah, it was just because I was like, motherfuckers are gonna fuck his name up, just like they fuck my goddamn name up consistently. So I'm just gonna call him fucking Bob and just call it a goddamn day. So, and that's where I get effing Bob, effing crew, y'all the fucking crew.
Yeah.
My gaming is effing plays. We're fucking playing games, man. Fuck it. It's literally my motto of life is fuck it. Because the fuck else am I gonna do? Work and die or hope I get pension or do some shitty job I barely give a fuck about? Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna do this podcast shit because I'm actually having fun. So there you go. Fuck it. And that's the end of the episode. So make sure you follow Invincible on everything that you can possibly follow him on, man. Make sure you show support on the streams. If you like Yu-Gi-Oh, fucking play Yu-Gi-Oh with him or some shit. I don't give a fuck.
Or come watch me die 20 times in 4 hours on Zelda.
I'll be there next time. I'd be catching the ass end of your streams every rep, which is sad. I'm just like, oh man, I didn't even realize you're streaming. Show up, and you're literally signing off, and I'm like, bitch, I ain't even got enough time to say I made it.
Damn, and I purposely did a longer stream. I'm off. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Check them out on the streams. For me, you know where I be at. You found me for this, so you can find me everywhere else, from Spotify to YouTube, Google Play, shit,
Music.
SoundCloud, nigga. I'm on SoundCloud now, man. If you check out your favorite rapper, then come slap by my shit real quick.
Let his mixtape play, and then go watch episodes.
Just watch an episode or two. Play them both at once. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm good background sound, man. I know I'm good background sound. And then when you're done with that, slide by the merch booth. You might want to get a F and Bob shirt, get an F and jersey, get you a cup. The jerseys are phenomenal, man. I love that jersey. And I got 2 new shirt designs coming out, and make sure you support my Asian boy, Mr. Danny Says, because Danny's going to be on an episode soon. We're just going to start a whole segment of Danny Says. Overtime, man. You want overtime? You got bitch? Overtime. And because it's super demanded, I have the first episode recorded, and it's being edited and all that shit. So Effing Plays is a new thing. Effing Bob's Nonsense is a thing. Now we have Effing Eats. Effing Eats is a new thing, so you heard it here first. Effing Eats is going to be a new thing. So we hitting up restaurants. I'll sample some shit. We'll talk about the food that we eat.
Oh, go to Jerk 48. Have you been to Jerk 48?
I've had Jerk 48 delivered. Okay. So it is not bad. I really wish they'd season their food a little bit more, though. For the love of God. Just, it'd be all jerk seasoning, but salt and pepper hit hard too, motherfucker. Not on the jerk potato Alfredo. Y'all just said, fuck that potato on the bottom.
Ooh,
That shit be upsetting.
I did not have a jerk potato from them, but I had a jerk from potato from Jerk Taco Man, and it could have used a little seasoning.
That's what I'm saying. A little bit of salt and pepper, butter. Hook up the potato first, then put all your shit on top of it. But either way, Effin' Eats is coming soon. First episode is recorded, and that will be, if I'm not mistaken, I have it set up where every Saturday you'll get an Effin' Eats. Okay. So now I'm coming to you on the weekend. You got me Tuesday and Thursday for the podcast content. You got me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for gaming. And now I'm hitting you up on Saturday for your eats. So tune in soon for Effin' Eats. Effin' Plays, Nonsense, and Effin' Eats. Sure. Man, I'm busy, ain't I?
I fucks with it.
So yeah, man, stay tuned for Effin' Eats. And again, if you want more shit, just subscribe and do all the fun stuff. Till then, I'll catch you motherfuckers later.